Greetings in the name of my Heavenly Father, the Alpha and Omega, the first source and the center. Greetings, brothers and sisters, for we are all the children of the same Creator, regardless of your color, your class, or your creed. Revelation. Listen me good, don't take me wrong. This is not intended to be no hit song. This is a message from the Bantan to the people with the wisdom to understand. Every conscious man and woman, from the homeless on the streets to rulers of nation. I want you to listen and understand that these are the times of revelation. Revelation, 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 reveal. Come on, all you people, arise and let your light shine. You got to wake up from your slumber now and open up your mind. It doesn't matter about your gender, your color, your class or creed. In this your spiritual place we're going, y'all. Love is all we need. Tell them again. Love is all we need. People believe me. Love is all we need. 2, 3 and Exodus. Alright, get ready for the spiritual Exodus. Exodus. Alright, this year had the spiritual Exodus. Revelation, reveal. Is a message to all mankind to open up your eyes, no time to be blind. Prophets have predicted these the last times. I can feel it in my bones and I can see the signs. War, famine, pollution and crime. Civilization is under decline, but conscious people, no worry of mine. Just feel like a soldier on the front line when you check the situation. Revelation. Global tribulation. Revelation. Nation against nation. Revelation. So much separation. Revelation. Children having children. Revelation. Pestilence and famine. Revelation. I want you to listen and understand that these are the times of. It won't be the end of the world, just the end of a dispensation. Won't be the end of the world, just time for another resurrection. Won't be the end of the world, just the end of a dispensation. Won't be the end of the world. Woody, woody, woody. Revelation. A revelation, revelation, reveal. The time has come for us to realize that this is the revelation time. Only those who seek will find. The only place to live One God, one aim, one destiny. Paradise. Paradise. No fear, no doubt. Come on, come on. Word.
Nobody's got the right to decide what we want and how we should live. To take away somebody's views, the way we are and how we choose. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you come from near or far. To justify your place on earth, stand up strong. We are one people from one race. We are one people.
Come on.
Face to face.
Like it is,
We
y'all.
are one people. Doesn't matter how you see it. One people.
Understand me, no man. It no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, under the moon and sun, we all are one. It no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, under the moon and sun, we all are one. So why fight with the knife? Why kill with the gun? Why so much war when we could have some fun? This would be a better world, yes, for each and every one, if we could realize that we all are one.
We are one people from one race. We are one people, face to face.
Sing it out,
We
Yasmin.
are one people, doesn't matter how you see it. One people. Society's changing every day. Serious thinking becomes play. Harder times are yet to be seen. Brother man, why can't you see? It doesn't matter who you are, whether you come from near or far. To justify your place on earth, stand up strong.
Word. Somebody tell me what's up with mankind. It seems as though they choose to be blind, living their life as if they don't care, messing up the planet and the atmosphere. Mothers are crying, hungry children are dying, and those in high places keep on lying. But we can change things if we just try. With UNITY, cause we are
One people from one race. We are one people.
come on.
Face to face. We are one people.
One people.
Doesn't matter how you see it. One people.
Me tell them no, it no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, under the moon and sun, we all are one. It no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, under the moon and sun, we all are one. No, it no matter who you are, no matter where you come from. So listen to the words now of the Bantan, yes. Black, white, red and yellow man, Muslim or a Christian, Hindu, Buddhist or a Rastaman. Lord, the list goes on and on, but the rest don't need to mention, cause in the eyes of God we all are one. So it no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, under the moon and sun, we all are one. It no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, under the moon and sun, we all are one. It no matter who you are, no matter where you come from. No, it no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, under the moon and sun, we all are one.
it's a one love thing.
Community, one God, one aim, one destiny. It's the only way for you and me. On my knees I go down and pray. There must be a change for the better one day, and then forever amen. Let's do it for the children. One love, that's how it is for me. Come again, come again. Love, that's how it's gotta be. Lord, come again. I got it, man. Come again, come again. What's the ride? It's extraordinary, but when you check it out, love is one of the most used words. Without a doubt, singers use it constantly, because a love song can make a lots of money. So many people find it appealing, but do they really know the true meaning of love? The real thing, not no imitation, not lust or infatuation. Let's forget about the love on the TV, the kiss me, baby, squeeze me, please don't leave me. True love is a heavenly gift, and it never gets possessive or selfish. The more you love is the more you care. The more you care is the more you share with your mother, your father, your sister and your brother, and every member of the human race. Come again, come again, come again, come again. Word. Tell it to the nation, y'all. Easy man, what's this? Easy our crew. Tell it to the nation. What's this?
It's love that we want and love that we need. Let there be love. One love, that's how it is for me. One love, that's how it's gotta be. One love, gotta try to keep it real. One love, one love.
In the valley of decision, the ultimate choice is yours and mine. Whether we choose material darkness or spiritual light, you gotta look deeper than the surface. You gotta look deeper than the surface right now. Deeper than the surface. You got to look deeper than the surface. Don't you judge that book by the cover. You gotta look deeper, yeah, and discover. Don't you judge this man by the clothes he is wearing. You got to listen what he's saying and observe what he's doing. Gotta look deeper than the surface. You gotta look deeper than the surface. Right on. Deeper than the surface. You got to look deeper than the surface. In this time of westernized abomination, yeah, we need to shed some light on the Father of creation. Now, show the way to the younger generation. Well, 'cause that's the only way they could know their destination. You gotta look deeper than the surface. You got to look deeper than the surface. You got to take a look deeper than the surface. You got to look deeper than the surface. Boss it, y'all. Rhythm full of culture. Rhythm full of culture. Negative barriers, we are digging up the roots. Yes, we are breaking down negative barriers. Now is the time to reveal the truth. Yes, we are breaking down negative barriers so we can set our children free. We are breaking down negative barriers until we reach that destiny. We're gonna look deeper than the surface. We got to look deeper than the surface right now. Deeper than the surface. You got to look deeper than the surface. Boss it, y'all. You got to take a look. You got to take a look. It's the only way you'll find your destiny is if you look. Well, how you gonna know if you never take a look? If you never take a little look deeper than the surface. Now with this Pato Banton and Sting a touchdown again, Chris. For every man, woman, boy and girl, 'cause we are spirits in a material world. There is no political solution Rum come, listen to the words of Mr. P.A.T. Obanton. I'm a spiritual man pan this material land, spreading peace and love to each and every one. So play this your one on the radio station and rock the airwaves with positive vibration. The youth need spiritual education. That's the only way they'll ever know their destination. 'Cause we are spiritual material. Yes, we are spiritual in this material world. Spiritual material. Yes, we are spiritual in this material world. Oh, my, yeah. How is your bro? Oh, my, yeah. What's this? Where does the answer lie? Living from day to day, ever something we can buy. Ooh yeah, there must be another way. We are spirits in the material world. Our 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 spirits
Greetings, fellow cosmic citizens. This is Deborah Lee hosting Cosmic Cafe. I hope you enjoy listening to the truth, beauty, and goodness that I do serve up on this show. Compliments of the Urantia book. Today's show, actually, I'm going to have on two different outfits on today's show because the first half of the show that is going to be presented today was accidentally erased. So I am going to tell you now that in that show, the parts that were lost, there is a project that I have. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you'll give a listen. And if you're not interested, possibly you know of others that are. On the last Thursday of this February 2011, that is February 24th, just a few weeks away, in Studio A here in Asheville, North Carolina, I am going to make a music video. And that video is going to be, I'm hoping, I've already invited quite a few people, and I want to extend an invitation to a wide variety of appearances of human beings, because I'd like to have all races and ethnic persuasions, male, female, young, old, as big a variety as possible. I'd like to have them wearing maybe some object of ethnic clothing, if not, not a complete costume or anything, unless a person wants to do that. You'd be perfectly welcome. So the song is Pato Banton's One People. And I'll probably film for, a person could be in the video, could come down and dance. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, but I want to fill the studio with a whole wide variety of different people, and we will film all of these people dancing together to this beautiful song, Pato Banton's One People. So if you are not interested yourself, you might know someone that is. And right now I'm looking for, I have, visually, of course, I'm saying that I want all these different types of people in this. And I don't have even the first lead on a Native American couple or a family. I'm hoping I'm going to have little children here with their parents, and I'm hoping to have the eldest, well, I will have the eldest people in that I can find. So, and they don't have to vigorously dance, you know, just a little swaying to the music or whatever, but just that we all come together and make this very beautiful video. And this video will be shown on Buncombe County Charter Cable Channel 20, Asheville and vicinity. I'm going to play this video, or parts of this video, throughout the entire year of 2011, each week on my show. And of course, this is public access TV, and I don't make any profit, and so I mean, I'm not offering, this is not a job of pay. This would be a labor of love. Hopefully you'll come down and you might meet some people that you haven't had the privilege of meeting yet. So I'm asking all people that watch, I don't know how many people are watching my show, but everyone watching, you're welcome to come and join us and dance to the video One People. Some people might come and just stay, you know, 10 minutes. You don't have to stay for an hour, or I think I'll be filming nearly about an hour, but the footage that we'll show every week will probably be different clips from this video, and it may be 5 minutes, it could be 20 minutes, it depends on the show and all sorts of things. So I would like to invite all people to come down and join us. And now we will cut into the show that I actually did last week, and I will see you next week. What I want to talk to you about is something I was thinking about last night. And that is that I don't see a lot of people around me that are happy. And I don't see a lot of people around me that are optimistic. And I would just like to somehow change that. You know, if you're not happy, if you're not a happy person, despite everything that happens outside of you, it's my opinion that you are trying to live something that you think is a truth, but it's not really a truth. And now, okay, everybody says, what is truth? But I do believe, absolutely positively, I feel I know that there are eternal cosmic realities. There are. And one that I mean, I don't think anyone will disagree with me. You know, so many people say, what is truth? And everyone has a different truth in all of this. That is not true. There are truths that we can all agree on. And one of those is that an eternal reality in this life is love. Now that's a fact. And the Urantia book talks a lot about truth, beauty, and goodness. And I don't think they say it directly, but to me, truth, I have to say this again, I think I read it just the other day in a show, but it says that anything that is true is beautiful and good. Anything that is beautiful is good and true. And anything that is good is beautiful and true. And to me, those three words together make up love. So anyway, so the thing of it is, like the truth that we all are, one way or the other. A truth that we're trying to go along living life, and we're believing things are true, such as we are not good enough people, or we're not good people, or they are bad people, or both. I'm bad and they're bad, everybody's bad. Now, you go along with a mindset like this, and I'm amazed at how many people have this mindset. I mean, it's just, they've just accepted this as a fact. People are bad. And this, this religion, the Christianity, the Urantia book says, and I believe it's true, that Christianity is the home of the slumbering Jesus. No, that's not the way they say it. They say it in a very beautiful way, but they say that the religion of Jesus is now slumbering within Christianity. And I have no doubt he will soon awake. And we will shed all of this wrath, God's wrath, fear of God, fear of punishment. This is just, we just have to stop. It's nonsense. It's not true. And like I say, if you cannot be happy. And it's because the Creator is within you, guiding you. And you will not be happy as long as you are, you could have everything in the world around you, every circumstance that's wonderful, and you can still be unhappy. And if that's true, that is because you are living and you're going along and you're saying, this is true north, this is truth right here. So you're going along this way. Well, you know what? It's not an eternal truth. And if it's not an eternal truth, you just can't be happy. That's my humble opinion. And people might be thinking about now, who is she that she thinks that she should... Well, I'm a person just like all others that could come down to URTV and have a platform to speak their mind. But I personally am a happy person. Honestly, I am. Tomorrow is my 59th birthday as I'm filming this show, and all I'm doing is looking forward. I'm not looking back. And I'm looking forward with joy. Joy is in every moment of our lives if we just have the eyes to see it. But as long as we have these negative thoughts that are not truth, as long as we're holding them, oh my goodness, all of this racism thing, this thinking of that group over there is bad people. How awful. We are not children of the devil. We are all beloved children of a loving universal Father, an all-wise universal Father. The very fact of all the atrocities that we can look around and see happening in the world shows you that there is a God and that He keeps His word. This gift of free will is real. God is not going to stop. God is not going to jump in and stop somebody doing something because it's such a horrible thing. That would be saying God made a mistake. God didn't know what He was doing. I'll tell you something. Who made this planet and who made this particular body and all of the other billions of bodies with minds on this planet and all our relations, all of the glory of nature, no, this one knows what they're doing. I have no doubt. And I know that this one is, because I have eyes to see the beauty that is this world and the people in this world. And the crippling belief, we're in the situation we're in right now because of this crippling belief that they are bad people. That group over there, you know, whatever group it is you look at and you say, these are bad, these are evil people. You are wrong. In your quiet moments, you may have a life that is full of activity and wonderful things happening and places to go and things to do, at all wonderful things all the time. But that moment when you sit down quietly, you are not going to be able to, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm ranting and raving. I feel like I don't mean to rant and rave, but I don't know. It pains me, and you know, it does pain me to see. I see so many people that don't have hope. Oh my goodness! Look around at the beauty in the world and understand. If you will open your eyes, you will see, even with all of the negativity, the wars. You know, it's up to us to stop these wars, and Jesus was the Prince of Peace, and the only way to a true end is true means. Violence will never produce anything good. Violence is going to produce more violence unless it's directed against a genuinely non-violent soul, a person who knows that even if that person there doesn't know that God is within them, I know God is within them, personally present, trying to assist them through this life, just as He is in me and every other human being. And until we close our hearts and our ears entirely and completely to that urge within, we're all on our way to paradise. And whatever trials and tribulations that we have, we will learn from. So, another thing I'd like to say is that when my show in early March will start to be a beautiful waterfall, a local waterfall, thanks to Glow Lady, the beautiful footage, and a reading of the Urantia book. And like I say, I promise I'll do things that are more understandable. I will avoid things that are, you know, just such deep reading, because you can skip through the book and there's a lot that's very, very understandable. And the thing of it is, when you are listening, if you desire to listen, if you're listening, don't concern yourself even the littlest bit. Don't distress yourself about, what was that? I didn't catch that, you know. I didn't, you know, and then you have your mind all going about, well, I missed that, so I don't understand that. Well, the thing of it is with the Urantia book is just listen, and there are things that you will hear, jewels, gems, you know, that you will hear. So the listening, even if there's a good bit of it maybe that you don't really understand, you don't get, you will benefit for those gems and jewels that are there. So I hope that, and my reason for doing this show and bringing the Urantia book to you is that it has assisted me in changing my life for the better. I was 28 years old when I was given the gift of the Urantia book, or 28, anyway, somewhere in there. And I read it intensely for about 10 years, and I read it with all my friends and people and introduced it to a lot of people, and then I just put it down. My husband at the time, my late husband, did not like the Urantia book. He didn't want to hear it, didn't want to hear about it, which was all right with me. I mean, I'm not going to push it on anyone. So anyway, listen to listen to it and take in what you can, and you'll do yourself a great favor if you have the time to sit down and you have a relatively quiet environment where you can listen. I guarantee that you'll really enjoy it, and it's been my pleasure to have this opportunity to do Cosmic Cafe for this past year. Something I'd like to tell you about URTV. I've watched it for about 2 or 3 years before I came down, and I was hearing, you know, I was really enjoying the shows, a lot of the shows, and I was, you know, hearing them say, come down, it's community media, you know, whatever you want to speak to the community, come down and do it. And and every time I heard that, I'd think, well, gee, I need to tell people about the Rancher book, but I didn't come down. And but the thing of it is that I really enjoyed some of the shows, and Rapid Ralph was one. It just was a real favorite of mine. He was just when the gas prices really got very bad, he was going around and photographing. He had a camera like in the passenger seat. So he'd go riding all through these mountains and tell you where he was and give you a little history, and he was just a sweetheart. I loved him to pieces, and I really enjoyed his show. And but I never contacted him, and I'm very sorry that I didn't. I never contacted him and told him how much I enjoyed his show, and now he's gone, and since I've come here, I've never even seen him. I'd like to shake his hand. But the thing is that we don't, I think as a rule, accept the live call-in shows. Now the live call-in shows, they do get phone calls, but I don't think a lot of us hear from whoever is watching, you know, so we really don't have a clue whether or not anyone, and particularly me, you know, this, you know, reading a book, I mean, oh gosh, you know, I didn't know if anyone was watching. And then I gotten a few communications over this last year, and but I hadn't seen anyone. Well, anyway, I ran into a lady out in town, and she gave me a big hug, and she said, "I love your show." And she said she went out and got herself a Urantia book, and that pleased me tremendously. You know, I think I'm going to play Pato Banton's Life is a Miracle before I end this show, and to give you a flavor of his wonderful music, or another taste of his wonderful music. And again, I'm saying I would love to hear from people about the last Thursday in February, here at URTV Studio. I would just love to have a whole lot of different people, all ages, shapes, sizes, colors, eye shapes. The more variation, the better with me. And have a party down here and dance to that beautiful music. And I am going to use that video. That video will show in every Cosmic Cafe show. I'm planning on using it in every Cosmic Cafe show, maybe at the end, maybe at the beginning, I'm not sure, probably at the beginning, for the year of 2011. So, and it's not, I mean, I won't be making any money, and I won't be paying anyone any money, but it's a local show, and it will play every week. And I would just love to have everyone come. I hope to have, well, just, you know, whatever dress, a person's native dress, or, you know, like I say, not a big deal, but representing all the people of the world to dance to that beautiful song, or those beautiful songs. I'm going to film One Love and One People. Well, I'll probably film, it'll probably be about an hour's worth of dancing and music that I'll film, and then I'll cut that and use clips of it. So please contact me. My email address is CosmiCafe with only 2 C's altogether. CosmiCafe@charter.net. And so I hope that everyone's staying nice and warm. It's the end of January and it's quite cold around the Asheville area. Well, I will say namaste.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and God said, let there be light. Life, oh life, life is a miracle. Oh life, life, oh life, life is a miracle. It's a miracle every time a mother gives birth. Tell me who can say how much a child is worth. A miracle living on this planet Earth, rotating to the rhythm of the universe. Life more precious than the rarest stone, more valuable than silver or gold. Life, the essence is invisible. To the scientific mind it's impossible. Like the secret of the seed that grows into a tree, the starry galaxies remain a mystery. Oceans and the seas, the air we breathe, God knows that I believe. Life is a miracle. Life, oh life, life is a miracle. Oh life, life, oh life, life is a miracle. As I turn one page of our history, I see so many great personalities like Marcus, Messiah Garvey, Empress Selassie, and the great Bob Marley. Malcolm X with any means necessary. Martin Luther marching to victory. Mother Teresa, Princess Diana, even Tupac Shakur, and the one Daddy Biggie. Well, they will always have a place in our memory, and in time to come, you wait and see, they will all get the gift of eternity. God knows that I believe. Life is a miracle. Life is a miracle. Our Heavenly Father, who art in paradise, we thank you, Jah, for the gift of life. And though this world is filled with trouble and strife, in time to come it will be worth the price. Life, the journey of experience, by growing we secure our deliverance. Life, the phenomenon, the prodigy, the marvel of an undiscovered destiny. So let's give thanks to our Father above for all of the wonderful things that He does. Life is the ultimate gift of love. God knows that I believe, yes I do. Life is a miracle, it's true. Life, oh life, life is a miracle. Oh life, life, oh life, life is a miracle. Life, oh life, life is a miracle. Oh life, life, oh life, life is a miracle. Life, oh la la life, to paradise. Life, whoa, life is a miracle. Life, oh life. Why all the warring? Why all the pain? Why all the dying for the sake of our name? Why should our children carry our pain? I asked for a reason, then I heard you say, for freedom, freedom, a voice from long ago said, freedom, freedom, a voice I've come to know. Freedom, freedom, echoes through the glen. Daughters and the sons, the land of the children, free to run. The land of the fathers, daughters and the sons, the land of the children, free to run. So go, go, and seek out where you're from, so they may rest in peace, the souls of all who've gone. For we are no different from all who've come before. If you open your mind, you'll open up the door to freedom, freedom, a voice from long ago said, freedom, freedom, a voice I've come to know. Freedom, freedom, echo through the glen. Freedom.
let there be light.